I think it's really important to flirt when you're in a relationship, especially a long-term relationship.
What's your carnal theory?
Hi, everyone. I'm Abba.
And I'm Amanda, and you're listening to Carnal Theory, where we talk with our expert guests from around the world to learn how taking command of your sexual story can affect your personal wellness, sexual experiences, and your relationship with yourself and others. And today we're talking with Nicole Buratti, a sex and relationship coach with over 30 certifications under her belt. She is the founder of Sex Talk with Nicole, of Bend and Blossom, a pre- and postnatal support company, and Modern Birth Professionals International. After a career in the fashion industry, Nicole transitioned her life to focus on supporting women find fulfillment in their sex life and relationships. Nicole, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today and taking time out of your busy schedule.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited about this new project that you're working on and everything that you guys are doing.
Can you kick us off with the theory that you've brought for us to consider?
Yes. So I believe that flirting is fabulous for your self-esteem.
Whoa! I agree with that.
Yes. When I first read that was going to be our theory today, my mind went, oh my God, yes. Like, I haven't really thought of that before. And when I reflect on my past experiences, I'm like, wow, that's so right. That is exactly how I felt in the past. And then the more, I sat with it a little bit and I started wondering, what about people who maybe haven't even tried it at all? Or like, maybe are afraid to, and how do we explain or give them a route into it? Or maybe people who have had negative experiences in figuring out how that might have come about, or how they might find a different, more empowering way to experience this. And so that's what I'm excited to talk with you about today.
Yeah. So I think that when it comes to flirting, it's more about you and not the other person. It's not so much about the receiver. It's you, and it's something that comes from within.
Like for me, my experience sometimes, not always, sometimes has been, I feel like I want to flirt and I want to have fun, but I don't want it to go any further. I don't even really want to have a conversation with this person. Like, I just want to have cool, eye contact where I feel really powerful. What would you say to people who are afraid of it going to a conversation they don't want to have?
I think that's a good question, especially with the Me Too movement. I think that respecting people's boundaries, no matter what gender, is really important. So using your flirting for fun in an environment where everybody's there to flirt and have fun, like a bar, a restaurant, somewhere where it's a fun place, then yeah, it can be something fun for yourself that you don't have to take to the next step.
Somewhere where the environment kind of dictates, this is what we've signed up for by showing up here.
Exactly.
And I was reading, you had recently sent out a newsletter that had some mention of flirting. And so I was reading into your guide, I think it was called your general guide to flirting. And a lot of it was relationship based, how do you flirt with your partner? And yes. I think that's a really unique take on flirting. Flirting isn't just something that single people do. It's something that if you're in a relationship, can you speak more to that?
I think it's really important to flirt when you're in a relationship, especially a long-term relationship. I feel like it really kind of brings that reconnection back to when you first met and you were just dating and you had that excitement and that thrill of being with the other person, where you've been married for 10 years or you've been dating the same person for 3 years, kind of just get into the same old routine. And I think that flirting with your partner, no matter how long you know each other, is an important part of keeping the spark alive.
I love that.
What would that look like for someone to start incorporating it? Like what are some actual physical practices you might take to incorporate flirting into your relationship?
I'm a big fan of sexting. Even if you're sharing an office like we are right now because of COVID-19, I think sending a text to the person across the room can be really sexy and flirty and fun. Or, sending messages across the table at dinner, just a certain look of the eye.
What would you say to someone who wants a skill or a tool, something in their toolkit to have with them for when someone tries to push it to another level, like if they're single at a bar and they are playfully flirting, but on their end without expectation of it going further? What can they do or have in their toolkit so they're not nervous or afraid of this happening to kind of end that?
I think practice and be prepared for what you'll say to say, no, that's actually not where I was going with this. I find you attractive, I find you interesting, I enjoy your company, but I'm not looking for a long-term relationship, or I'm not looking to hook up. Just be straightforward, just like you are straightforward in your flirting.
That's often so hard, I think.
No. We have to let go of those negative thoughts, those self-limiting, those self-doubt, those thoughts that we have about ourselves, especially as women. I say, put yourself out there, but be prepared to also protect yourself and to maintain your boundaries.
How do you take that first step? And for me, I think it was practice, or the more I would kind of put myself out there, the easier it got. But that first step is really hard. How do you take that first step?
Practice, just like you said. Practice on your girlfriends, practice on your friends that you hang out with. Do it with somebody. I always say go out in teams. It's harder when you're by yourself to flirt with somebody across the room. It's easier when you have a wing woman.
Is it possible to flirt with yourself?
Totally.
How do you flirt with yourself?
I buy myself gifts all the time.
I love that.
Like, I think a new lipstick would look pretty.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's self-care in a lot of ways.
Self-care. Yeah, and just caring for yourself. And like today I put on makeup when I'm in quarantine. It's a video day. And I feel so much better today than I did yesterday when I wasn't wearing makeup.
So thank you so much for joining us. Really, Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah, thank you for so much for tuning in with us, everyone. And thank you, Nicole, for joining us. And reach out to us if you have any questions or insights on our Instagram page at Carnal Theory. And also definitely check out Nicole's website, sextalkwithnicole.com. She is an amazing resource. She has so much knowledge to share, and we're really lucky that we got to chat with her today. Thank you.
Carnal Theory is produced by My Sex Bio. Our sound design is by Audrey Cohane, and our theme music by Men the Universe. My Sex Bio is an educational platform built to empower people like you to take command of your sexual biography. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify at My Sex Bio. Visit our website and join our e-letter at mysexbio.org and support our work by joining our Patreon. Thank you.